Welcome back to Soul Screen, the place where we dive deep into Korean dramas, explore the latest news, and talk about the stories that make us feel, think, and keep coming back for more. If you love thoughtful breakdowns, emotional storytelling discussions, and honest opinions about upcoming releases, then you're definitely in the right place. Today, we're talking about a drama that has already caught a lot of attention even before its premiere. A drama that blends melodrama, emotional depth, and the complexities of family love in a way that already feels powerful and quietly heartbreaking. We're diving into Love Me and the 3 reasons why Seo Hyun Jin chose to return to the small screen through this project. Now, if you've followed K-dramas for a long time, you probably know that Seo Hyun Jin is not the type of actress who casually accepts a script. She's one of the most selective actresses in the industry. Every time she signs on to a new project, it immediately becomes a topic of discussion. Not just because she's talented, but because she never chooses a role unless she genuinely believes in it. So when an actress like Seo Hyun Jin picks a melodrama like Love Me as her comeback, you know there's something special there. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. But before we get into the reasons, let me ask you first. What do you expect from a melodrama led by Seo Hyun Jin? Do you want emotional heaviness that makes you cry quietly at 2 a.m.? Do you expect layered characters who struggle with loneliness and healing? Or do you just miss seeing her on screen and want something warm for the end of the year? Let me know in the comments, because I really want to hear what you hope to feel when you watch Love Me. Alright, let's begin with the first piece of news. Seo Hyun Jin is playing a character named Seo Jun Young, a successful obstetrician and gynecologist. From the outside, she looks like someone who has everything. A perfect career, a perfect image, a confident aura that makes people feel like she must have her life under control. And honestly, I think we all know someone like that, right? Someone who appears so put together that you assume their life must be smooth. But as the first still cuts and the early information reveal, Seo Jun Young's life is far from perfect. Behind her brilliance and confidence, she carries a deep loneliness. And not just loneliness from being single or busy with work, but loneliness that comes from unresolved trauma. 7 years ago, her mother experienced a sudden, devastating accident that completely changed the course of her life. The emotional shock was so heavy that Seo Jun Young eventually decided to run away from her own family. She cut herself off, distancing herself from the people who should have been her support system. When I first read this, I thought, yes, this makes sense as a role that Seo Hyun Jin would choose. She's always been drawn to characters who are layered, characters who look strong on the outside, but fragile on the inside. And this is exactly what we're getting here. A woman who seems perfect but is actually cracking beneath the surface. A woman who carries guilt, fear, and unresolved pain. A woman who needs healing but doesn't know how to ask for it. That emotional complexity alone is enough to make viewers curious. How will this trauma influence her relationships? How does she cope with pretending to be fine every day while barely holding herself together? How will she reconnect with her family? And most importantly, how will she slowly open herself up to love again? I feel like this is the kind of role only Seo Hyun Jin can pull off with the depth it deserves. She has that ability to express sadness quietly, to let emotions show through her eyes without needing dramatic scenes. And I think viewers are going to be deeply moved by her performance. Let me ask you this. Do you also feel drawn to characters who hide their pain behind a strong exterior? Or do you think audiences are tired of trauma-driven storytelling? I'm personally always intrigued by characters like this. Not because their lives are sad, but because watching them heal gives the audience a sense of healing too. And that's exactly what melodramas are supposed to do. Now, let's move on to the second reason Seo Hyun Jin accepted this project. Love Me is a melodrama with a beautiful, refreshing story centered around family love. When she read the script, she said that the theme of family was one of the biggest reasons she said yes. She described family as the people who stay by your side no matter what, without needing forced effort or complicated emotional labor. And I think that's such a meaningful interpretation. We live in a world where a lot of our relationships require maintenance. Friends drift apart if we don't talk regularly. Professional connections disappear if we stop networking. Even romantic relationships need constant emotional work. But family is different. Family is supposed to be the constant, the safe place, the people who stay even when everything else falls apart. And Love Me explores this idea through multiple generations, not just through Seo Hyun Jin's own perspective. That's something I find really refreshing. So many melodramas today focus only on romantic love. But Love Me wants to explore the love between siblings, the love between a parent and a child, and the love between people who share a history, even when that history is painful. The drama includes significant storylines featuring her father and her younger sibling, giving viewers a broader emotional experience. This isn't just about one woman's romantic journey. It's about how an entire family deals with loss, distance, and recovery. And honestly, I think this is exactly the kind of drama people want to watch at the end of the year. Something warm, something emotionally resonant, something that reminds you of the people who matter the most. At a time when many of us are busy, stressed, or feeling a bit lost, a drama like this can hit very close to home. What about you? Do you enjoy family-themed dramas, or do you prefer more romance-focused stories? I know some people avoid family melodramas because they can feel too heavy. But sometimes, emotional heaviness is what makes a drama memorable. And because Seo Hyun Jin is leading the cast, I feel like they're going to handle the emotional moments delicately and meaningfully. Now let's talk about the third reason Seo Hyun Jin decided to accept this role: her reunion with the writer Park Hun-young and her return to JTBC. This is a huge one. Many fans might remember that the last time Seo Hyun Jin starred in a JTBC drama was The Beauty Inside back in 2018, which became a massive hit and remains one of her most beloved performances. To see her return to JTBC after 6 years already sparks excitement. It feels like she is coming home to a broadcaster that understands her acting strengths. But the even bigger news is her reunion with Park Hun-young, the writer of Love Me. They previously worked together on the Netflix original Trunk. And according to reports, this reunion played a significant role in her decision to join Love Me. Seo Hyun Jin said she fell in love with the script instantly after reading it once. That is not something she says lightly. If anything, it shows that the emotional depth of the script and the writing style resonated with her immediately. And that makes me even more curious. What exactly did the script promise? What was in those pages that made such a selective actress say yes so quickly? I think the answer lies in the way the drama balances heavy emotional themes with warmth and hope. A melodrama that is painful but also healing. A story that explores trauma but also encourages viewers to move forward. That balance is very difficult to achieve, and only a strong writer can pull it off convincingly. When actors reunite with writers they trust, it often results in some of their best work. There's a comfort level, a sense of creative understanding. The writer knows how to write characters that the actor can bring to life authentically, and the actor knows how to interpret the emotional beats the writer creates. I think that synergy is going to be very clear in Love Me. Let me ask you, what's your favorite Seo Hyun Jin drama? Is it another Oh Hae-young? Maybe it's Beauty Inside? Or perhaps Temperature of Love? She has such a wide range of emotional performances that fans always have different answers. Personally, I think her works shine the most when the characters are flawed but lovable. Love Me seems to fit that mold perfectly. Now let's add a bit of personal commentary here, because I think the context really matters. The landscape of Korean dramas has shifted a lot in recent years. Viewers are craving freshness, strong themes, and emotionally grounded characters. Some people feel tired of overly complicated plots or forced twists. Love Me feels like a drama that will rely more on emotional storytelling rather than plot gimmicks. And I think that's exactly the direction the industry needs right now. There's something comforting about a drama that doesn't rely on shocking twists, but on genuine human emotions. The kind of drama where you're not watching to solve a mystery, but to feel something meaningful. A drama that reminds you of the people you love and the people you've drifted away from. A drama that makes you think about your own relationships, your own wounds, and your own healing. I also think it's a bold move for Seo Hyun Jin to return with a melodrama at a time when thrillers and rom-coms are dominating the charts. It shows that she's not chasing trends. She's choosing roles that speak to her and stories that resonate with her values. And that's one of the reasons she's such a respected actress. Now I want to turn it over to you. Are you planning to watch Love Me when it premieres? Do these 3 reasons make you more excited? Which aspect of the drama speaks to you the most? The emotional complexity, the family theme, the reunion between the actress and writer, or simply the joy of seeing Seo Hyun Jin return to the screen? Leave your thoughts in the comments because I genuinely want to hear what you think. And who knows, maybe we'll dive deeper into this drama in future videos once more teasers and clips come out. This has been Soul Screen, and as always, thank you for watching, thank you for supporting, and thank you for joining me in exploring the world of Korean dramas. Stay tuned for more updates, more analysis, and more conversations that bring us closer to the stories we love.